when you're
Not at
cold,
all.
you're cold.
That's
Okay,
right.
so now
That's
the
right.
bottom line is this. CTAs, come on duty. If you get tired, take your break. There is no retaliation. Just take your break.
Not if you get tired. If you get cold,
Okay.
Yeah.
take your break.
And drink plenty of water
Take
too.
your breaks. And the supervisor should have hand warmers.
Yes.
They should have hand warmers when they come, which nobody points out. You know what I'm saying? The supervisor has to have things.
So warmers too. So warmers too.
Yo, yeah, you crazy.
Hold on. Y'all laughing, but when we was wayfinders, we had ample hand warmers, ample foot warmers. I'm telling you, it's not that we don't get it, we don't demand it. Stop playing the game.
That's right.
But see, y'all, they treated wayfinders better than they treated CTAs.
Bro, let me tell you something. You get treated how you allow them to. When you make noise,
there you go.
When
You're breaking
make
up.
noise,
You're
when
breaking
you say,
up.
listen, we not doing this because we don't have this. You go to a station and the facility room ain't got no heat. How you gonna get a heat break in a room that don't have heat?
You right.
Listen,
I argued
bro,
about that too.
This is what I want to say.
I used to tell them we got to go to the station where it's warm.
Yo, understand, man. Hand warmers is part of your PPE. Bottom line. Right. They have to bring that. Nobody asks for it.
Okay, so now the bottom line is that the CTAs have got to be bold enough to say, hey, look, no PPE, we ain't doing anything because we need that part to get the work done. So we're talking about having
guess
CTA.
What?
Yes.
And guess what? That supervisor will get on the phone and get it. Trust me.
Breaking up.
Yep.
That supervisor will get right on the phone and go get it.
Yeah.
Good.
But you got to remember too, a lot of these young CTAs, well, I'm younger than y'all.
Okay.
But a lot of the young CTAs, they don't know. Because I remember when I first became a CTA, I didn't know. You got to speak. I got the whole pack. Because I keep some hand warmers. I got the toe warmers too. Because I ain't be playing no more. I told them when I'm cold, I'm cold. Y'all want to write me up? I'll take the write up, but you got to write it up right. Because I'm cold.
Charlie, let me ask you a question. When it comes to the outdoor wear, what do you suggest the CTAs do?
Well, I mean, bundle up. I mean, if they can, wear a hoodie, wear gloves. We used to get these orange gloves, which were pretty good, but when they got wet, they stiffened up. I don't know if you guys remember those gloves. They don't provide us with gloves like that anymore. I'm not doing snow duty this year because I'm restricted. But in previous years, I did snow duty, and they were provided with these orange gloves, and they were pretty good. But as soon as they got wet, I mean, you can never use them again.
No, I don't.
So management has to invest in better gloves. If we're gonna do the work.
Stanley, let me ask you a question. When it comes to snow duty, doing outside and things of that nature, what do you suggest?
It's no problem. I'm on a Zoom meeting right now. It's no problem. I didn't know that. No, it's no problem.
I didn't hear you.
When it comes to snow duty and people working outside and things of that nature, what is your suggestion to the CTAs?
Well, first thing is to dress warm and prepare yourself, and then be conscious of your surroundings while you're up there on the platform. Take your breaks. Make sure you take your breaks. Make sure you, especially your heat breaks, or if you're tired, you're not going to be a help to anyone if you're up there tired, you're cold, or you're uncomfortable. So dress well, and like I said, time yourselves every half hour or so of work, maybe, or something of that nature. And then you take a break, because being out there and that wind is blowing, that snow all in your face and all this and that, try to put protect your face as much as possible in your eyes.
Yeah.
But main thing, make sure you're warm as well.
Now this is something that
Well, let me just add.
Go ahead,
Please
sir.
be CTAs out there, be vigilant, because there's a lot of crazy people out there. And if you're on the platform removing snow, be careful that one of these nut jobs just don't push you on the tracks. So yeah, grow eyes in back of your head, because there's a lot of dangerous people out there. I work uptown. I work in 168.
Nah, don't.
And there's a lot of nuts out there.
Don't grow eyes in the back of your head. Work with somebody.
Yeah, that too. But always be aware of your surroundings. Yes.
Okay, now this is what I have seen in one of the snow things. When do you decide to go home? This has always been a problem. Okay, you do your 4, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, I can't leave yet.
Ain't no such thing.
Okay, I've seen
people say, you do your 4 and you go.
Yeah.
I have seen people say, well, I can't leave yet. I can't leave yet. The supervisor has to let us go.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Nah. You do your 4 hours and you go home. You sign out and go home.
That one.
Can't no supervisor stop you from leaving after your 4 hours is done. Once you do that 4 hours, because guess what? Transit ain't gonna pay you.
Yeah.
Now I was in the booth at one time and a supervisor called, right? Now she said, is CTA so-and-so here? I said, no, she left at 3 o'clock. And the next sentence was, oh, she left, did she write a G2? I said, I don't know if she wrote a G2. In essence, if you decide to leave on time, they're gonna want a G2 from you because you didn't stay your allotted 4.
Right.
No, what are you talking about?
You said
if you do your 8 hours, what you're saying is if you do your 8 hours and you don't want to stay to do snow duty, yeah, you have to write a G2.
You have to write a G2.
Yeah, you have to write a G2. So you just can't walk. You just can't say, I did my 8, I'm gone.
Now you can't. If you call a snow emergency, you can't.
Okay.
If you want to leave without doing the mandatory 4, then you have to write a G2.
Okay, Stanley, let me ask you this question. CTA's tired, can't stay, right? They write a G2. Now, just because you write that G2, does that stop them from giving you a Dan?
Now, let me be clear on this when I speak this, because this here is something serious, and this comes in with the issue of bullying and intimidating workers. Mm-hmm. Now, normally it is if you have a safety issue, right, about being able to stay, a safety issue, you're supposed to be able to write a G2 and just go home without no problem. But now I see that people are taking advantage and intimidated and bullying people by saying to them, even if you write the G2, you're going to get a Dan anyway. And like I said, you want to avoid a Dan anyway, because the mentality in labor relations, as long as you got this Dan, we're going to make it stick one way or another. Even if it ain't what's on that Dan, we're going to get something out of you. And that and that's what I always said. This is like padding a person's disciplinary record with false statements just to give them the appearance that a person is a bad employee, and that's not fair. But yet the union is not speaking on it, so they do that. But yeah, you're supposed to be able to write a statement saying why, and if it's related to a health and safety issue, you're supposed to be excused.
A safety and a health issue supersedes all rules and regulations.
Thank you. Say that again, please.
Safety issue or a health issue supersedes all rules and regulations.
Thank you. Because there are a lot of people who basically don't know this. And what's happening is that, like, they'll write the G2, and then the next thing is like they get a Dan, and they say, "Wait, I wrote the G2. Why am I receiving a Dan?" You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand. So thank you, Mr. Welcome, for saying that, because the whole point is that a lot of people, CTAs especially, because that's what we're dealing with, who primarily are a little nervous in the service. You know, a little nervous in the service because they basically. Charlie, what you say?
Let me just also point out that last time it snowed, and I'm on restricted duty. Some people that I know were on restricted duty were told to write G2s for not doing snow duty, which doesn't make sense because we're not allowed to do snow duty. So
Right.
I don't understand how that happened. I know at least 2 people that had to write G2s, yet they're on restricted duty. So I don't understand it.
That's what you should.
And my suggestion would be to those that write statements, don't compound the situation by telling them, making more excuses. Just stand by, just say when they ask you, if they put it there on you, just say, I stand by what I wrote in my G2. Because you complicate stuff and you almost forced into lying. And when they see you not sticking to what you stated in that G2, then they really gonna come after you. So to avoid any other adding on and any kind of adding on to any other problem, the best thing to say is I stick by my G2. I stick by what I wrote in my G2 because that's important.
Now let me ask you a question. When does a member use the wine garden rule?
Well, anytime you feel you're being questioned and you think it may lead to you getting written up or disciplined on anything, you and that your wine gone right. Anytime a person comes to you and says, "Well, I need a statement from you for this," okay, just write on that G2. A G2 is forthcoming after I speak to my union rep. You got 72 hours. Within 72 hours, get in contact with your union rep, and he'll assist he or she.
Hold on a second. We have 72 hours. Now, if a supervisor comes to you and said, "Look, I need a G2 and I need it now," okay, you can legitimately say, "I got 72 hours."
You don't say you got 72 hours. That's what you have when you invoke your wine garden rights.
Thank you.
Forward him a wine guard. Tony, forward him the wine guard statement. That's what it is, so he'll get a better understanding of it. I know you got to have one copy. We used to have them little cards we had. Forward him a copy of that so he'll know exactly what that is.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. I'll do that. But yeah, and within that time, you should be able to get in touch with the union rep to assist you in writing a statement. But one of the more important things when it comes down to especially when you start going through the process of step 1, step 2, and even going to arbitration, is one, when you go to your step 1 hearing, and you already got a statement that's already written. That's your statement. When they want to ask you what happened, they listening to you to see if it's going to deviate from what you already wrote in your statement. So you should be able to just say, I'm sticking to what I wrote in my statement. And also, a lot of people fail to do this, but you're allowed a copy of your entire case as step 1. Okay? Ask for your entire case, and you have a right to it. You have a right to see what everybody wrote, superintendents, everybody, what they wrote and what they had to say about you in the statement. So you should always ask for a copy of your case at step 1. So nothing else could be added in. Once you go to step 2, you can also bid, if anything, because at step 2, that's when everything is basically, you might as well say everything becomes legal at that point. You can't do no lying, you can't do nothing there. And my advice, if you got a good union rep, let him speak on your behalf, because anything that if you get caught on a lie or anything on either side, supervisor or you can't get fired. So make sure that at each step that everything should be at step 1, because once the case is put together and formal charges are done. That's done at step 1. So it shouldn't be anything else. And if it is, your union should be aware of it. If there's any evidence that needs to be brought in, your rep should write a statement and make sure you put a copy in your file and give a copy to management about whether you want logs at your hearing, whether or not you want whatever you need there as your evidence. You know, you make sure your rep put it on paper and give it to management so it'll be there at step 2. And long as and any step proceeding further, make sure whatever evidence you need, even at step 1. That's step 1. That if you figure I need logs, whatever you need, ask for it. Then make sure you put it in writing and give a copy to management, and they have to get it there. Else, you know, you get called for hearing the evidence is there. Listen, you're allowed an adjournment. But they just can't continue as happen. I think each side is allowed one, and then the case has to be dismissed if the paperwork is not there. Now, I don't see where it ever said that, you know, management got forever to get evidence or get evidence that's requested by a member. But, you know, on the people, like I said, handling your case.
Charlie, what you say?
Well, let me just, for anybody who is told to write a G2, try to keep it short. As a matter of fact, what I suggest to all, okay, is to just put down, I need union representation. That way you don't put something in there that they might use against you later on.
Against you, because sometimes if you write in anger, sometimes you're gonna hang yourself. If you write in anger, wait till things cool down, calm yourself down.
Yeah. And another thing that's very vital to that.
Yes, sir.
For all that's listening to this, when you write when and if, you should write a G2. Write 2. Write 2. Everything you wrote on that G2 that you're gonna pass to that supervisor, make sure you got a copy of it.
Yeah, just take a picture with your phone.
Make sure you got a copy of it.
And this way is with you forever. Wherever your phone go, wherever somebody come run up on you, you can pull your phone out and show the picture of the copy of the G2 with date and everything. Just take a picture of it.
Right.
You know,
that's it.
Just like when we was talking about doing snow duty. Whatever stations you do, take a picture of the log that where you work at. Where each and every station you go to and you work at, just take a picture of
Swipe on the station.
Swipe there and take a picture. Keep your own records for yourself.
Or take a picture of you with the crew.
They'll throw it in your lap and say, you know, well, where did you work? Well, we all know the supervisor's supposed to keep a record of that, but now they want to play games. They want you to keep records. So you got a phone. It's very easy. You pull out your phone and take pictures of everything, anything, and everything that's not relevant and not important in your life. That is your money. That's important. Take a picture.
Let me ask this question. What we're doing right now is that we are informing the members of their rights and things of that nature. One by one, why is it, do you think, that our union doesn't inform the members? Charlie?
A couple of reasons. One, they're lazy, they're incompetent, okay? They want us to keep us out of the loop. Remember, there hasn't been a shop steward class in 3 years. So they don't want us to know what's going on. They want to always keep us out of the loop. I mean, they see people as a threat when they have knowledge, which I don't understand that. I would think that knowledge is power, but with them it isn't. They don't want that. So, and it's, like I said, basically it's incompetence, it's laziness, it's the management friendly. I mean, and that's why we need change.
Okay, brother, welcome. Why is it that the union does not want to get us educated?
How dare you insinuate that any union member would not want its members to be educated?
What we're talking about right now, Hold on,
bro. Slow down. Pump your brakes.
Let that man speak.
Because that's a question I continue to ask for the past 3 to 4 to 6 administrations, how you are one of the first ones to see new members when they first come on the job. But after they get the job, why is there no curiosity to say, I need to go see what this union is about. I need to go to a union meeting. So as Brother Charlie said, knowledge is power. So if you deny them knowledge, that means you keep the power. And if I got the power, you got to come to me to get what you need. If you got the power, you might not like me, so you might move me out the way.
And you don't need me.
Knowledge is power.
Brother Ward, why do you think that the union don't want to empower their members to understand and know what's going on?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you think transit want us to know what's going on? No, right?
It would be
no, right?
That's right.
That's why the union don't want us to know what's going on, because they're working with transit. Bottom line.
That's it.
Bottom line. Let the truth be told. All right? Are they working for us? No. We're struggling out here, yo. We're struggling. I haven't seen a union member on my line but one time, and that was Wichard. That's when they decided to give us a box of masses. And guess what? He threw it at me. He wouldn't let me get close to him because I probably would have choked him out. Soldier, stand right there. Went in his trunk, threw me a box of masks, jumped in the car, took off. Union don't care about us. We pay them dues every paycheck. We pay them dues. What have they done for us since they've been in office? Nothing. Nothing.
Let's not forget.
I say the union is just like transit. They don't want us to know nothing.
Let me tell you, I agree 100% with Brother Wood, and the proof is in the pudding because in 2014, Governor Cuomo gave this union $6 million, and it was not reported until the Post did some investigating work and posted it up. So that's a big incentive not to work with the members. $6 million. I mean, you fill my pocket with $6 million, I might do the same.
Staley, let me ask you a question. Why do you think the union doesn't want its members to have the information?
It's a combination of a few things. Let me be perfectly honest about it. It's a combination of a few things. First thing, they're old stereotypes that we get labeled with, such as, we don't read, we lazy, and so forth. Then we step into the realm where, okay, we don't actively participate in union meetings and so forth. So the union feel that, well, they don't come to meeting, we ain't got to tell them nothing, right? So you have a combination of a few things that works against us. It's a two-way street, remember that. Yeah, the unionists have a lot of incompetent people in it, but on the member side, the members don't participate either because of their lack of distrust but the bottom line is everybody have they gripes against whatever side it on, may it be members or the union, but it does hurt us as a whole. Because what is it? The union. And the union is what? All of us, and those that do participate, we're getting labeled because of the actions of a few. But the bottom line is, if you look up the word union, not just that, or even just look up the job of a union is to educate its members. And it says that in the what you call it of it, the meaning of it, it states the union is supposed to educate their workforce. So I don't give them a pass on it because they're getting paid. And as much money as they're getting, There should be more information that's put out there, whether the members come in or not. There should be notices at least twice a week, if not every 2 weeks. But never a month should go by without information being put out there and informing the members and letting them and trying to make them feel comfortable to come to the union, making them feel that they'll be acceptable and they'll get their questions answered if they come to a union meeting. And that's not being done. You're pulling in over 30, close to 32 million a year. And you can't put out paper telling members, the meeting is so and so and so. We'll answer such and such and such. We'll do this and this and this and this. But just urge them to come along. They're not doing anything at all. And that's the part I have a problem with.
Like, damn, man. Take a couple of dollars that y'all getting paid for, you know what I'm saying, and buy some coffee and donuts or something, you know? Come on, man.
True.
Yeah.
Brother.
That's true. So in the meantime, it's a whole big a smorgasbord of stuff that's used as a ways to not, or used as a means to not educate the members, or that they like when you don't come because then they don't have to do no work. That means they ain't got to work, right? When you don't come, we ain't got to work.
Jersey snow 14 to 20 inches. Ooh.
Yeah, we're supposed to get 6 to 12. That's what they're talking. Check this out. I do this all the time before we leave. Since we all are here and we all have knowledge, one by one, message to the stations department. Start with you, Blocker.
Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to this video. Because if you don't know, you need to learn to know. Snow duty ain't no joke. Working hard with transit. That's the thing I can say right now. But listen to somebody. Listen to your health. Because they'll let you die up in here.
Yep. Okay,
That's it.
Mr. Ward, message to the stations department. Go. What is your message to the stations department, Mr. Ward?
Oh, okay. I ain't hear that. You was breaking up.
Sorry.
For those of y'all that do see this video, clerk, be safe. You understand what I'm saying? Be safe out there. And as far as the CTAs, know your rights. Don't let them bully you out there to going crazy to get this snow up. It's supposed to snow for a whole day. It ain't gonna stop until late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. So we gonna be out there.
Yeah.
Do your 12, work safe. And if any supervisor asks you to go to a station and do it by yourself,
hell no.
Call the field office. Call the field office. And if the field office don't straighten it out, call your union. Call your union. Bottom line. Stay warm out there.
Brother, welcome. Word to the stations department.
Health and safety. Health and safety. Work safe. Stay healthy. COVID-19 is still around. If you contract COVID-19 and you are in contact or on the same station with your fellow co-workers, notify your co-workers. A co-worker, a cleaner, notified me as we worked on Wall Street last week, all week together. He notified me Friday, our last day, that after he got home, he tested positive. A cleaner, a co-worker. Transit did not even call me until Saturday. So we are our brother's keeper. Be safe.
Yes, sir.
Be healthy. Be blessed.
Mr. Munez, word to the stations department. Go.
We have 6 intelligent people on this video right now. So if people need any advice or have any issues or any problems, reach out to one of us. Reach out to the union if the union is not available, which a lot of times they aren't, or they're not picking up their phones, and that's a fact. Then reach out to with the 6 of us. You can always contact one of us, and we'll be there to help you. Don't be afraid. If you don't know the rules, not everybody knows everything that goes on. We all have different expertise in different things. So reach out to us. We're there for you.
Brother Stanley, word to the stations department. Go.
Okay, right now, it's if we're dealing with a bitter winter right now. It's very cold, and now we having this snow that's coming in. We're having a serious snowstorm. My advice to the stations department and everybody to stay safe. Don't hesitate if you're not feeling well, if you're cold, or anything that's wrong, that if you're not comfortable on the job, don't hesitate to let somebody know and go home. Go home. Nobody wants you to work unsafe. We don't want you to try to work and you're uncomfortable or if you're feeling sick. So my advice is right now with this snowstorm and all of this, all the events coming up within the next 24 hours, pay attention. And if you don't feel well, don't come in. Don't make nobody make you come in and working sick. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. So take care of yourself and be safe out there. And hey, listen, good luck to all of you.
Brother Ward, you have something to say? Did you have something to say, sir? I saw
I
your
spoke
hand.
already.
Okay.
I spoke already.
Okay.
Nah, I'm cleaning my nails.
Okay. I thought
Yo,
you were gonna say something.
Brother Keith, what do you have to say to the people?
We are in a crisis. A crisis. We're in a crisis. This is the reason why we cannot reform this union. Each and every one of them must go. This is the reason why we as members need to organize and mobilize. And if you are a member and you are in bad standing, pay your dues and be prepared to vote. This is our time. This is time for a radical political paradigm shift. We can no longer think the way we've been thinking. We can no longer do the things of the past, okay? 6 of us who are here, we speak truth to power boldly. We know exactly what needs to get done. Given the opportunity, we will get it done. We are here to let the stations department know, be safe. The snow is coming. Know your rules and regulations. Make sure you do your due diligence. Do it for yourself. Anybody else got anything else to say?
That's it.
Shit.
We are ready.
That's it.